Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurates 4 projects and lays foundation stones of 7 projects including National Sports University. Prime Minister Narendra Modi addresses the 100th Congress at Manipur University, says scientific social responsibility is the need of the hour. Our statewide bond called by Korkom against Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit to the state affect. Election Commission of India assures Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee to take action against appointment of state parliamentary secretaries as per Indian Constitution. And Manipuri students studying at Maharaja Sayaji Rao University, Baroda continue to face discrimination. Hello and welcome to Impact News. You're watching Primetime English News. I'm Kanguzam Shalira with the top stories and latest news at this hour. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has inaugurated 4 projects during his visit to the state today. The Prime Minister also laid the foundation stones of 7 projects including National Sports University and Thangmeiban Chairauching Eco-Tourism. Narendra Modi lauded the women of the state that women's power in the state has always been a source of inspiration for the country. The Prime Minister inaugurated Luang Pokpa Multi-Sports Complex, Rani Gaidinglu Park, Scheduled Tribe Girls Hostel and Women Market, New Te Bazaar in Chorchampur at the inaugural event held at Luang Pokpa Cricket Stadium, Luang Sambam in Hangang constituency by unveiling inaugural plaque after addressing the Science Congress at Manipur University this morning. Narendra Modi also laid the foundation stones of National Sports University, 1,000 Angawadi centers, 19 residential complex of doctors and nurses, Sadvabhama Mandat, repair works of road from Kwerengai to Sekmai, eco-tourism on Chairauching, and a cave tourism at Khangkui Cave. The Prime Minister witnessed Progressive Manipur, an exhibition on the developmental steps of the state departments before attending the inaugural event. On the other hand, Narendra Modi also presented a memento to Rajya Sabha MP boxer MC Mary Kom for her contribution in promoting and developing boxing in the country. The Prime Minister addressed a large number of people from different parts of the state gathered at Luang Pokpa Cricket Stadium for over 30 minutes. He lauded the BJP-led state government that the promise made by the government to take off works in 15 days, which the former Congress-led state government would not complete in 15 days of rule, has been translated into action. The Prime Minister maintained that law and order in the state has improved, there is no more burnt and blockade, corruption has been decreased, and that not only the incomplete infrastructures have been completed, but other developmental works have also been initiated.
गुरुमजारी एक होएगी सरकार बुधाजा बिरबा मणिपुर की प्रजापूम नामा को थागचारी। मुझे याद है पिछले साल फरवरी में जब मैं यहाँ आया था तो मैंने कहा था कि 15 साल में जो कांग्रेस सरकार नहीं कर पाई वो हमारी राज्य सरकार 15 महीने में करके दिखाएगी। दिखाया क्या? आपको संतोष है? काम करने वाली सरकार है, नतीजे नजर आ रहे हैं। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। अभी 15 महीने पूरे होने में 3 महीने बाकी है, लेकिन मणिपुर में बदलाव साफ देखा जा सकता है। पहले की सरकार की नीतियां और निर्णयों से समाज में जो नेगेटिविटी आ गई उसे बीरेन जी की सरकार ने बदल दिया। लॉ एंड ऑर्डर हो, करप्शन की बात हो, ट्रांसपेरेंसी लाने का प्रयास हो, इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर को आगे बढ़ाने के लिए काम आगे बढ़ रहे हो, हर मोर्चे पर मणिपुर सरकार तेज गति से काम कर रही है।
The Prime Minister's address to the people of the state today began with the word Thagachari, an expression of appreciation in Manipuri. The significance point in his speech was the appreciation for women folks of Manipur for all their roles and contributions. Prime Minister Narendra Modi praised women of the state right from Rani Gaidinglu to MC Mary Kom, Sarita, Mirabai Chanu, Bombay Laishram, etc. Modi stressed that the roles played by women of Manipur set an example for women in other parts of India. The Prime Minister stated that government at the center initiated Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao scheme to facilitate education to young girls with an aim to empower women of the country. He appreciated the state government for launching the scheme in the state and providing its benefits to the people. On the other hand, Modi said that the central government acknowledged the sports potential of youths in the state and has sanctioned setting up of National Sports University, an estimated cost of 500 crore rupees in the state. He further appreciated the commencing of sports university classes in 2 different areas since January this year. Modi mentioned that crores of rupees are being sanctioned every year by the centre in connection with Khelo India projects to enhance sports sector all over the country. Prime Minister Narendra Modi asserted that every youth in Manipur should seize such opportunity provided by the government and further commended that a small state like Manipur marched ahead of the other major states of the country in Khelo India school games.
मणिपुर देश का वो राज्य है जिसने स्पोर्ट्स के माध्यम से विमेन एम्पावरमेंट की बात को सच करके दिखाया। यही कि महिला खिलाड़ियों ने ओलंपिक्स में लेकर के कॉमनवेल्थ खेलों तक हर जगह पे देश का नाम रोशन किया। फुटबॉल हो, रेसलिंग हो, बॉक्सिंग हो, वेटलिफ्टिंग हो, आर्चरी हो, कोई भी खेल ले लो। इस राज्य ने मैरी कॉम, मीराबाई चानू, बोम्बाइला देवी लेशराम और सरिता देवी जैसे कई चैंपियन इस देश को दिए। Women's power in this state has always been a source of inspiration for the country. Women's power in this state has always been a source of inspiration for the country. Today on this occasion, I salute the great revolutionary and daughter of the nation, Rani Gaidinglu. I am also privileged to inaugurate today a park dedicated in her name. Girls' education is the foundation for women empowerment. Only some time back, the central government launched nationwide Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao program. The program has elicited nationwide positive results. I am happy that the state government is working to reduce the problems faced by the girls in hill and tribal areas for their education. The state government has undertaken construction of a new hostel for girls in the tribal area.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi also announced that the centre will sanction 30,000 crore rupees to repair national highways and roads and bridges in different far-flung areas of the state within 2 to 3 years. Although the announcement comes as a good news for the people of the state, there is still confusion if the fund announced by the Prime Minister is same as the 22,000 crore rupees fund announced by Union Minister for Road Transport and Highways Minister Nitin Gadkari to repair roads and bridges earlier. The Prime Minister also stated that steps have been initiated to fill up the lacking infrastructures by introducing North-East Special Infrastructure Development Scheme as a central sector scheme.
In the last 4 years, we have declared another 460 kilometers length of road and national highways, which is an increase of 38%. In next 3 to 4 years, the central government is going to invest about 30,000 crore rupees, 30,000 crore rupees for development of national highways and other important roads in Manipur state. Apart from constructing national highways, we are also focusing on connecting rural habitation with main roads under Prime Minister Gramin Sadak Yojana. The central government has released more than 1,000 crore rupees in the last 4 years under this scheme to the state. We have connected 150 habitations during this period. All these efforts are reflection of our commitment for developing road connectivity in the state. The union government has approved a new central sector scheme of Northeast Special Infrastructure Development Scheme. This will fill up gaps in creation of infrastructure in specified sectors.
On the other hand, Prime Minister Narendra Modi stated that the centre has sanctioned 10 battalions of the Indian Reserve Battalion for the northeastern states, including 2 battalions from Manipur, to provide employment opportunity to over 2,000 youths in the state. The Prime Minister mentioned that he had directed to recruit more personnel to fill up the inadequate police forces in a DGP meeting convened earlier in Guwahati. Modi said recruitment of 10 IRB battalions in the northeast states will ensure the region's safety and speed up developments.
We have taken steps to increase the number of police personnel from the northeastern region. I am happy to share that 430 candidates, including 136 female candidates from northeastern states, have joined Delhi Police in 2016. Of these, 49 candidates are from Manipur state. Recently, Government of India has sanctioned 10 India Reserve Battalion for North Indian states, which include 2 battalions for Manipur, will directly provide job opportunities to about 2,000 youth in the state.
The Prime Minister in his address asserted that the Northeast can be the new engine for India's growth. He said development of the country will not be completely achieved until the northeastern state parts of the country progresses at par with the other states of the country, and as such, his government has been giving top priority to the development of the northeastern states. Modi said that he has also been directing the Union Cabinet Ministers to frequent Northeast region to fully implement development projects for the northeastern states and provide the benefits to the people. He mentioned that the Union Ministers have been paid inspection visits to northeastern states at least 200 times so far. Modi also stated that he himself has visited the northeastern states 25 times in the past 3 years and that 5,300 crore rupees was sanctioned every year in the 3 years to construct railway network of the Northeast.
India's growth story shall never be complete until the eastern part of our country progresses at par with the western part. The Northeast can be the new engine of India's growth. We are addressing the special needs of the Northeast region to enable growth parity with the rest of the country. Various ministries have been providing special dispensation for the Northeastern under their ongoing schemes. All union ministries are mandated to spend 10% of their budget in the region, and the full utilization of this entitlement is the endeavor of my government. I have mandated my cabinet colleagues to regularly visit the region and take stock of schemes for their effective implementation. Till date, more than 200 such visits have taken place by the union ministers. I have visited the Northeast more than 25 times in the last 4 years. The central government has given a huge thrust on improving the infrastructure in the region. In the last 3 years, on an average, 5,300 crore rupees have been spent annually for development of rail network in the northeastern region, which is 2.5 times of our average spending in the previous 5 years.
Towards the conclusion of his speech, Prime Minister Narendra Modi lauded Manipur government for undertaking various development projects and further appreciated Chief Minister Biren for all his initiatives for welfare in the state, especially by holding an open interaction with the public, visiting them personally and inspecting the inadequacies of the hilled areas. Modi asserted that Myanmar Numit and Hilled Leaders Day have enhanced ties between the government and the public and termed it a historical milestone. The Prime Minister also lauded the slogan, "Go to the Hills," and commended Chief Minister Biren and his cabinet ministers for looking into the inadequacies, especially in the hill districts of the state. Modi gave the assurance of extending unceasing assistance by the centre to Chief Minister Biren-led BJP state government, and finally concluded his speech by saying Thagachari once again.
We have established an administration that is citizen-centric, and we have started the process of regular and structured interaction with the public. These interactions were unheard of in the history of Manipur. Miyamgi, Numit, and hill leaders, they are effort in this direction. I am told 24 such interactions have happened in which more than 19,000 people have met the Chief Minister. I am told that state government is taking public grievance very seriously. A grievance cell has also been set up in the Chief Minister's office with a toll-free number. The Go to Hills initiative of the government is a welcome step. The Chief Minister with his entire cabinet has also travelled to all the hill districts to take the government closer to people. Once Manipur decides something, no force can prevent it from happening. और आज मैं देख रहा था यहाँ के नौजवानों ने स्टेडियम को जिस प्रकार से तिरंगे रंग से रंग दिया, जिस प्रकार से देश की एकता का संदेश मणिपुर के नौजवानों ने आज दिया है, मैं सचमुच में आप सबको बहुत बहुत बधाई देता हूं। एक बार फिर मैं आप सबका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद करता हूं। मया मबू थागच्चारी।
Prime Minister Narendra Modi has formally launched the 105th Indian Science Congress, the biggest meet for scientists and researchers organized with an aim to bring innovative changes in the country. Speaking at the launch, Prime Minister Modi asserted that science and technology will bring a significant change in people's lifestyle and urged the scientists gathered at the Congress to undertake more scientific projects. Modi maintained that scientific social responsibility is the need of the hour. He said science is a means to a far greater end of making differences to lives and furthering human progress and welfare. He called on to put in efforts to bring the scientific development of the country at par with the rest of the world. He mentioned that the Union government is aiming to increase consumption of non-fossil fuels in the country to 40% by 2020 and eradication of tuberculosis by 2025. Modi further mentioned that efforts are on to launch Chandrayaan-2 within a month or two, and various scientific projects are being undertaken to progress in the field of space research. He maintained that India will be a major player in the innovation. Speaking about the northeastern states of India, Prime Minister Modi stated that Manipur University is developing into a reputed educational institution in the entire northeastern states. He said various scientific programs are being undertaken by the Union government for the northeast. He asserted that establishing the meteorological service for the northeast has benefited more than 5 lakh farmers. Manipur University is hosting the Indian Science Congress for the first time, organized by the Indian Science Congress Committee, and will continue till March 20. Union Minister, Science and Technology, Dr. Harshvardhan, Governor Dr. Nasma Heftullah, Chief Minister Narottama Biren, Vice Chancellor of Manipur University, Professor Adya Prasad Pandey, scientists, researchers, students and people of the state were present at the Congress. Indian Science Congress Committee Awards were also presented to scientists at the launch. An exhibition entitled Pride of the India Expo, showcasing various scientific equipments, was also held as part of the Science Congress.
Science had been synonymous with progress and prosperity for time immemorial. At the best scientific minds of our nation, all of you gathered here today are powerhouses of knowledge, innovation and enterprise, and are best equipped to drive this change. The time is also right to commit ourselves to facilitate ease of living for 125 crore Indians through the power as well as potential of science and technology. An Atheno Medicinal Research Center has been set up in Manipur. This will undertake research on the wild herbs available in the northeastern region, which have unique medicinal and aromatic properties. Have we done enough to ensure that children in India are sufficiently exposed to science? Are we giving them a conducive environment to develop their inherent talents? Our scientific achievements need to be actively communicated to the society. The Indian economy is on a high growth trajectory, but we rank low in human development indicators. One of the important reasons for this inconsistency is major interstate and intrastate disparity. To address this, we have launched a concentrated effort to improve the performance of over 100 aspirational districts. We shall focus on important sectors such as health and nutrition, education, agriculture and water resources, financial inclusion, skill development and basic infrastructure, which cater to local challenges and requirements. The one-size-fits-all approach cannot work in this case. Can our scientific institutions serve these aspirational districts? Can they capitalize creation and diffusion of appropriate technologies that generate skills and entrepreneurship? This would be a great service to Mother India.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi arrived in Imphal today to inaugurate the 105th Indian Science Congress to be held at Manipur University. The Indian Air Force plane Ras Kamand with the Prime Minister on board landed at Imphal International Airport at 9:30 this morning. The Prime Minister was accompanied by Union Minister of State IC donor Dr. Jitendra Singh and Union Minister of State, Sports and Youth Affairs Colonel Raja Bardhan Singh Rathore in the aircraft. Prime Minister Narendra Modi was accorded a warm welcome by Governor Dr. Nazma Heftullah, Chief Minister Nongthombam Biren, Chief Secretary R.R. Rashmi, National General Secretary BJP Ram Madhav, Cabinet Ministers and other top police and civil officials. The Prime Minister will not only lay down the foundation stones of different projects but will also inaugurate development projects during his stay in the state. It may be mentioned that the Indian Science Congress is being held for the first time in the state and is attended by around 5,000 delegates including scientists, scholars, corporate officials and students from different parts of the country and other countries. Manipur Government Services Federation MGSF has strongly condemned non-announcement of implementation of the 7th Pay Commission by Prime Minister Narendra Modi during his state visit today. The Federation said a meeting will be convened and strong agitations against the same will be ensured soon. The Federation further mentioned that even a written request urging implementation of the 7th Pay Commission was earlier submitted to the Prime Minister's office.
Mayama Sangabagi Natragal Autopagi scheme projects Mayama the Wagi. She is the already Honorable Prime Minister of Pista Tazakiva memorandum do give feedback and follow up when a Mayam delegation of Manipur Government Services Federation. Nabagi Natraga wish to Wagi Hariba with the Honorable Chief Minister of Manipur. Mayana Pamnari was 7 Pay. Siguro mayam sing si implement do bagi si hukum thoda na bagi madugi readiness mo akoi pirakan habit haja baju.
The 17th hour statewide bond called by Corcom, a conglomerate of 4 proscribed outfits against the visit of the India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi in the state has affected normal life. Major business centers of the Imphal city like Khairamban Bazar, Pauna Bazar and Thangal Bazar wore a deserted look as well. All shops and business enterprises were shut down. Schools and colleges still remain closed, however, government schools were operational as usual. Inter-district and interstate bus terminal services were also put on hold. The entire city bore a deserted look except for the location the Prime Minister was visiting. It may be recalled that Corcom called the 17-hour bond against the Prime Minister's visit from the wee hour this morning at 1 till 6 this evening. Lai Manai Lining Thau Sanamahi Thogoltlut in a press release stated that Maitei Cherawa will be celebrated at the shrine of Lining Thau Sanamahi on Tinungai Maning Hillok on March 18. The organization also appealed to the people of the state to join the celebration. Robert Naram Studio and Academy in the press release clarified that Miss Nimrit Kaur is not at all related to the Miss Manipur Queen 2018 held on March 10th at Lamboy Khonangkong. The press release further stated that designer Robert Naram was not responsible in selecting Nimrit Kaur as the state representative and that Femina Miss India team is accountable for all the outcome. The designer also appealed to all to provide him an opportunity to clarify the issue once and for all by holding a public meeting. It's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you news on assurance of the Election Commission of India to MPCC members to take actions regarding appointment of state parliamentary secretaries. Keep watching Impact News. Welcome back. You're watching Primetime English News. Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee MPCC said that top officials of Election Commission of India gave the assurances to its members of taking actions regarding appointment of the state parliamentary secretaries as per the Indian Constitution. The assurances were given to the 10 members of the MPCC led by its Congress Legislative Party leader Akram Ibobi during a meeting held with the officials of Election Commission of India in New Delhi yesterday. The Congress representatives urged the officials of the ECI to take appropriate measures on the Manipur Parliamentary Secretary appointment, salary and allowances and miscellaneous provision repealing Bill 2018, which was passed by the Manipur Legislative Assembly, and intimated that even the Governor of Manipur was apprised not to give her approval on the bill. Responding to it, the officials of the ECI stated that ECI was set up under the Indian Constitution and all actions will be taken as per the rules laid down by the Constitution. Manipuri Students' Union of Baroda stated that the students from the state continue to face discrimination even after Chief Minister Nauthaman Biren spoke to Chief Minister of Gujarat after students from the state studying at Maharaja Sayajirao University, Baroda in Gujarat were discriminated by some students from Rajasthan and warden of the hostel. The student union drew the attention of the state government and Governor Nasma A. Haftullah to look into the matter. They expressed that there was an instance of scuffle at the hostel of the university because of the ill treatment meted out the Manipuri students and that they have been presented as defaulters by the hostel warden before the local administrators and police on newspapers. Considering the harassment and difficulties facing the students at Baroda, Joint Students Coordination Committee JSCC, a conglomerate of AMSU, MSF, KSA and SUK, appealed to the state government to resolve the issue before 18 March and warned of resorting to hesitation if the government fails to take up steps. Speaking to media person at AMSU office today, convener of JSCC, Ngariyambam Milantam, it unfortunate that the Gujarat Police Authority are blaming the Manipuri students without any investigation. Milan further said that such incidents of discriminations, harassment and even murder of students from Northeast studying in mainland India have been occurring. He said that the state government and governor must intervene the current situation at Baroda to avoid any untoward incident that might flare up. Milan said that the Manipuri students of Sayajirao University are being threatened and banned from entering the university campus.
Racial discrimination gi oriba thong asi athubada ekoi solution ama puthoga Manipur gi ngasi gi paliba lenga sigi Chief Minister amadi Gujarat ki lenga ki Chief Minister anina wakhaina biraga amicable settlement ama laliba mas ki tarik 19 phau gi manungda hostel la leibagi tanja du pibiu hadana ngasi gi lenga sida thamjari.
A sit-in was held against the arrest of the woman along with her 8-year-old granddaughter by the Kaching police from Laiching Kangsang village at the Technopole police station. The arrested woman is identified as Bai To Fund, 70 years, wife of late Kordar Chung from Laiching Kangsang. Villagers of Laiching Kumant, Laiching Kangsang, Laiching Maifo, and Laiching Kulent organized a sit-in against the incident. Taking part in the sit-in, Secretary of Maring Nupuya Yenglim Tofum Charanga said that the woman and her granddaughter were arrested by a team of Kaching police last night. She appealed to the authority concerned to release the duo at the earliest. On the other hand, police sources said that Kaching police is on the hunt for chief of Laiching Kangsang village by monsoon in connection with a complaint received regarding an incident that occurred on March 10. As he was unavailable, his mother, Bai Tongfun, was taken for investigation. Police said that the granddaughter accompanied her as there was no one to attend her.
Namthak tawraga ahin nongyai tamliba satra singbu pharibs ekoi myam pende aduna mari leinaba singna masida khongjang changle yengsile hairaga masi thuna thadok binaba ekoi appeal tawjabni krigumba masigi thodok sida mokhoina release tawraktrabadi civil organization myam singna ekoi makha da kricha thage haibdo ekoi miyeng tagni maduna yarabadi mari leinaba singna yengsile hairaga masigi problem se public se irang hawraktringai da thuna release binaba asumaina press ki taraf appeal tawjabri.
The controversial international border pillar number 79 on Indo-Myanmar border, More, was surveyed by authority concerned of border country today. Officer survey M. Korkonuangor from India and officer survey Mr. Haina Linjar from Myanmar conducted the survey around 8:30 this morning. Survey officers aboard the country stressed the need to reconstruct the border pillar. More Commando, More PS officer, SDC More, 11 AR captain, Myanmar Army and Myanmar Police took part in the survey. The survey will continue till 1st April. JAC and family members of Moirangthem Megha took his body after post-mortem upon reaching an agreement with the government after the arrest of 4 culprits involved in his killing. Megha was killed in a mob justice in connection with the Lai Haraba incident of Yeripok Top Chinta on March 7th. It may be mentioned that the JAC formed against the killing of Moirangthem Megha took out agitations including general strike in Yeripok area demanding the arrest of the culprits. In a shameful incident that occurred at MG Avenue, SBI Bank Imphal, an elderly woman of 70 years was robbed of her monthly pension by an unknown individual. The incident occurred on the 14th of this month at Sawong Bungket, Imphal East, when Laira Lakpompt Ongbi Angobi was on her way out after withdrawing 8,000 rupees, which is the monthly pension left by her late husband, Laira Lakpom Nupamacha, who was a chowkidar at Sawongbun LP school. An individual who apparently identified himself as Mohindro tricked the elderly woman into believing that her late husband had deposited some amount in his account while he was alive and took her back into the bank to withdraw the amount. However, Mohindro disappeared after extracting 7 out of the 8,000 rupees from Angobi, convincing her he would inquire bank officials regarding the matter. Laira Lakpom Ongbi Angobi lamented that some people, seeing her predicament, tried to help her in naming the con artist. However, access to the CCTV camera footage were denied to them.
Nupa chi bazaram de lai mana khangna ine gi bacha lok thon nga leine mamna thamma bacha ri ba leine ai Mohindra ni ine nang khangdra bra bacha ro kai thok pi rage na cha la nge chi de bacha ji pai gro bacha lo ro chi la o har ga ma nyam bing ji da mana amana pu bi re ai ne bacha do yaw do pi ro har ga ine bacha ji pu tho ga pi re mana bacha ji ma ching thi ra ga ai ngona lising am pi ra ma ga mana lising tari je par ga kung har kan de di ma ji karak tre ba ei mathak te kar ga anga ma ima gi keno do ubre yengi ne photo the pa ni ne pu ka pi ra de bo yeng ham bi rak tre ba ri yam ngai tre ba anda.
North Students Organization (NESO), a conglomerate of Khasi Student Union, KSU, All Assam Student Union, AASU, Naga Student Federation, NSF, Mizo Jilaipol, MJP, Tripura Student Federation, TSF, All Manipur Student Union, AMSU, Garo Student Union, GSU, and All Arunachal Pradesh Student Union, AAPSU, in a press release, strongly condemned the alleged atrocities meted out to unarmed students and journalists by armed personnel of 10 Assam Rifles at Joyfai in Bairabi town of Mizoram on Assam-Mizoram border on March 8. The press release demanded compensation for the victims and to bring an amicable resolution to the issue. Mime Festival kick-off at Chandrakirti Auditorium Palace compound today. The two-day festival is being organized by Eastern Zonal Cultural Center in association with Department of Art and Culture, Government of Manipur. Speaking on the occasion, Station Director AIR Imphal, Dilip Mayengbam, urged the state government to promote and support artists. Lamenting about the dying folk and their dying folk art form, Dilip said that due to advent of new media, indigenous art forms are slowly dying. He urged the state government and concerned department to promote the culture relentlessly as culture has been the face of the state.
State government gi tawam thopa support si irei leite cultural policy adu da na phanaya na laune adu masi asa kaya ude hojiksu budget si chaphatpagi phibam ude. We don't support the artists who will perform and who will follow. Hojikti television gi adagi internet ki mayam gi invasion sida akoi gi folk art form mayam am sigre. Siki situation sida akoina yamna solid foundation namaga loinana support to widragati si sijaro habani chokthuk chanaba akoina hojitagi plan tawdragadi after 50 years karino lehodorisi takhaire mi hojikti.
Manipur Judo Association in a press release conveyed happiness at Judo Federation of India selecting Joint Secretary of Manipur Judo Association, President of the Imphal West District Judo Association and Senior Judo Coach of YAS Soibam Ranbir as the technical officials in the upcoming National Cadet and Junior Championship 2018 Boys and Girls to be held at Jalandhar, Punjab from March 28 to April 1. And now in sports. Churchin Brothers FC and Gokulam FC have been qualified to participate in the men competition of the first Hero Indian Super Cup. In the first qualifying match played at Kalinga Stadium, Bhubaneswar on 15th of this month, Churchin Brothers FC beat Delhi Dynamos FC 2-1, while in the second qualifying match, Gokulam MC beat Northeast United FC 2-0. The third qualifying match will be played between Mumbai FC and Indian Arrows, while Atletico de Kolkata FC will meet Chennai City FC at Kalinga Stadium in the fourth qualifying match today. The winning of these matches will ultimately compete at the men competition of the Super Cup. I-League teams namely Minerva Punjab FC, Neroka FC, Mohan Bagand FC, East Bengal FC, Aizol FC, Silong Klazong, Churching Brothers FC and Gokulam FC, and ISL teams Bengaluru FC, Chennai FC, Goa FC, Pune City FC, Jamshedpur FC, Kerala Blasters will participate in the men competition of this Super Cup. The knockout basis competition organized under the aegis of the All India Football Federation at Kalinga Stadium, Bhubaneswar will commence from March 31 till 20th of April. Manipuri team Neroka FC will meet Kerala Blasters FC on April 6 at 5 in the evening. Before we end, let's take a look at the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurates 4 projects and lays foundation stones of 7 projects, including National Sports University today. Prime Minister Narendra Modi addresses the 105th Indian Science Congress at Manipur University, says scientific social responsibility is the need of the hour. The 17-hour statewide ban called by Corcom against Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit to the state affect a normal flight. Election Commission of India assures Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee to take action against appointment of state parliamentary secretaries as per Indian Constitution. And Manipuri students studying at Maharaja Sayajirao University, Baroda continue to face discrimination.